of in two parts is one of the things that obviously we're trying to do through Grace Coffee is pour lighter fuel on what you guys are doing.
I was introduced to compassion as a teenager, and my heart was gripped for kids who were my age living a totally different experience. You know, living in the United States, we hear about poverty, but it's sort of this distant thing that we don't have to engage with. And what compassion does is connects people who have the means to make a difference and have a heart to help the poor, as God calls us to, with those who desperately need it. And it is such a privilege and an honor to make that connection. And you all, through Grace Coffee, are just bringing more people to the table who can help make that connection for us.
So we're releasing children from poverty in the name of Jesus. And so that is what we do. That is the core of everything that we've done here together. It's just 100% focused on how do we release children and how do we do it in the name of Jesus Christ.
Compassion is not just a nonprofit organization trying to help people in poverty. It is walking into the lives of children who are living in desperate situations and providing for all of their needs, but the most important thing is giving them a hope for the future. And that is something that we're just so excited to see, so grateful that God lets us be a part of His kingdom building. We've seen lives just completely transformed. Kids who you would look at and say, you know, look at your surroundings, what future do you have? But God has another plan, and compassion is just a part of that, working through the local church. And it's really amazing to see how God is just transforming lives through what we do.
It's been longer than that. I think we're close to like 7 or more.
We're so grateful to you all for shedding a light on what we're doing, because what we're doing is not only literally saving lives, but also introducing children and their families and ultimately communities into a relationship with Jesus. You are providing a new way for people to enter into partnership with compassion, whether that is just somebody sponsoring a child, which is amazing and has lifelong impacts for that child, or if they are, you know, engaging with Grace Coffee and a portion of that goes to compassion. Either way, it is bringing more attention and more funds to compassion.
Ultimately, we can continue to expand, but one of the key components to Compassion's program is sponsorship. And so being able to connect Grace Coffee with children and being able to even share the message about compassion or the needs around the world or how kids are being impacted through sponsorship and by Compassion's work through the local church. Like, y'all will help us communicate that need and expand to folks who maybe have never even heard of compassion or are not even aware of the needs that are experienced by kids day to day that we have the opportunity to serve and come alongside.
Impact children,
One of the questions that came up this week was, what would you do if you had an enormous amount of money? And we know exactly what we would do. We would reach more children with our program.
To reach or move into a region where we can expand and serve them well. And so if anyone was to ask me, what would you do with $1 million today? We would expand. We would reach more children in need more quickly. For an individual child in our program, children are coming to their church partner, folks that we partner with all around the world, 29 different countries. And for that child, what that means is they know that they are receiving care and love and hearing the gospel and receiving the things their family may be in need of through their local church.